Hi guys, let us discuss about Pandas pivot table. To do so, we have created a data frame like this. It has got 18 records. So if we write a group by command like this, considering two columns, there are four columns: term, name, subject, marks. Here in this group by command, we have included two columns and aggregate function is sum. So this is the output, right? This is the output given by group by command. So what we will discuss is if we were to write a command to generate pivot table, how would the output look? And we will try to understand the relationship between a group by commands output and the output generated by pivot table command. So let us go to Excel sheet and convert or transform this output into a pivot table. Let us go to Excel sheet. So here we are. This is data frame, the data frame which we created. So there are four columns. In this command group by command, we are ignoring subject completely. So let me strike it out by putting this gray color. So output has been generated like this. What we are doing in this group by command. See, term name are the columns which are being compressed. An aggregate function is going to work on marks, this column. How many first HEMA are there in data frame? Three, right? First, HEMA. This will be compressed and we will get only one first and one HEMA. And for those compressed records, we will also get compress mark. Now, how compression is done? By aggregating. So we are using sum aggregation function and that will sum these figures up. The output is 158. Okay. So three records have been converted into one record in group by. So will be the case for Naveen. 176. How many first and Naveen are there? 3. And values, see, 176, 176. Correct? And same case for Ravi. So far as first term is concerned. It will be repeated for second term as it was getting repeated for first term. Now here, just see, let us pay attention to this particular cell. There are three cells over there. It has been formatted to make it more readable. Actually speaking, technically, we have here three first, not one first. It is like this. Copy, paste. Three first. And the second also, we have 3 seconds. Okay, technical, this is how it is. So first HEMA, three first HEMAs have been compressed and aggregate function have worked on those compressed record. Right? Good. So this is group by command output. We will see if we were to get a pivot table on the same columns, how it would look. See here, first is appearing only once. Let us color it. I'll put green color for first and group by command first, thrice. Group by command second is appearing thrice. Here it is appearing just once. Good. Here, Hema, Naveen, Ravi. Again, Hema, Naveen, Ravi. See, here Hema, Naveen, Ravi are written horizontally. Okay, and here it is written vertically. That is the difference, correct? And what else? Marks. See here, marks for first term is horizontally produced, and for first term the marks are here vertically produced. And for second term again, same case. Let us put some other color. Hmm. Now, whatever we lot, we have to find out. Of course, we have not colored this because this is redundant. So I am putting gray color here. This is not coming in pivot table. In pivot table, these two cells are also not coming, only 1 second, and this also not coming. So if we were to compare cell wise, all these gray cells are additional cells so far as group by command is concerned, and those things are not coming here. So if we have to say which format is looking more compact, group by or pivot, we will always find pivot table to be more compact. Both are summarization technique, but pivot table produces far more compact data as compared to this. Okay. Now we will go to Jupyter Notebook and see how we can write pivot table command to generate this output. It will be exactly like this. So let us go to Jupyter Notebook. Here we are. Let us write pivot table command. So here I go. What we will do now? We will say, see, this is the signature, okay? Pivot table method signature is like this. It is expecting first values to be pertaining to values, then index, then column, then aggregate function. So this is the order of parameters. If we are maintaining the position, if we are maintaining the order, then we need not write this parameter's name. We can straight away write values. What are our values? Marks. Of course, we have to write like this. Then what was there? Index. That means rows. What was that? Term. And then values. What are values? Values we have given. Columns. Columns. My name is the column. Now, aggregate function, I can simply write sum. Our pivot table looks. This pivot table's output is similar to the output generated by group by. Every piece of information that is available here is very much available here as well. Only difference is about the way the data set has been produced. Okay, so next what we will do is we will write a little more complex group by command and see how it can be transformed into a pivot table. So here we go. We will write group by command like this, group by term name and then subject, and we will say sum. It is going to produce this result. So mind you, there are 18 records here, and in the original table also, original data frame also, we have 18 records. The reason being, data, not a single record is getting compressed because every single record is unique. If you see term, name, subject, leave out marks on which aggregate function is working, just leave it aside. If you see only these three columns, not a single record will be repeating. Every record is unique. Like first EMA English, first EMA Math. So for three subjects, one person, one term. Correct? So English will appear again in the second term so far as HEMA is concerned. So not a single student will be appearing for the same subject twice in the same term. That is precisely why nothing is repeating and it is producing 18 records. So let us see what will be the corresponding pivot table for this. So here we go. We write pivot table and we'll say index is equal to, index is nothing but rows, that is, we'll say term, and then columns we will say two. One is name, the other is subject maybe, and then values we will write marks. And then here we will say aggregate function is equal to sum. Else what will happen is it will by default it is going to take mean. See, I have written clearly index, term, column, this thing, rows, values, and aggregate function. In fact, pivot table tells you that you give me parameter in this order. First you give me value, then you give index, then column, some then aggregate function. If we follow this signature, there is no need to define index, columns, values, aggregate function. However, this position should be maintained, this order should be maintained. So let us write first values. If I write values, what is the values? Marks. Then it says show me, give me index. I will write term. Then it tells me give me columns. So I will write column like this. So in this fashion, if I am writing, there is no need to write the parameter name. Okay, and let me enter this. See, both are producing same result. Here I wrote parameter name and here we have not written. Why we have not written here? Because we have followed the parameter order which is defined in pivot table method. And here since we are not following that order, we are specifying, oh, this is index, these are columns, marks will be values and aggregate function will be this. So, okay, now let us compare this and this. We should go to Excel sheet and compare because it will be not easy in Jupyter Notebook. Excel sheet we will go. So let me take this data to Excel sheet. Okay, let me take this here. I'm taking this and then we will discuss there what is going on. So now we are in Excel sheet, correct? What we will do? Now we have included subject also. So I will remove this gray color. Now it is including subject as well. Okay, fine. The first analysis about group by and pivot table we did earlier, right? So let me hide this. Let us hide this. Okay. Okay, now see how. So this is my group by command. This is my pivot table. So what is happening? This first, correct? This is appearing 9 times. Here it is appearing only once. Why I'm saying 9 times? Because see, first it has been formatted. For each name, first is appearing thrice, so it is 9 times. And second is what? Second, see here, second. So 9 cells versus 1 cell, correct? And these horizontally it is written Here it is written vertically. And here it is written horizontally, second term. And here it is vertically. Correct? And again, name sub. See here, Hema is actually 3, Naveen is 3, Ravi is 3. So it is horizontally here, and here it is vertically. 3, 3, 3. Okay. Now, subject horizontally, vertically. So where is the difference? See, the difference is this. Hema, here it is written versus this. So let us color this. Here, there horizontally thrice, here vertically thrice. Naveen, horizontally thrice here, and here vertically thrice. And Ravi, horizontally, and here vertically. But 9 cells for names, and here also 9 cells. This repeat is not needed. This is repeating here in group by. I will put gray here. Correct? Same subject right here. Horizontally subject is written. Here vertically written. However, it is written once here. So English, math, physics, English, math, physics, English, math, physics. Done. For second term again it is repeating. So this is also a repeat here. So I will say this is not getting repeated there. So gray cell. So if we were to see now which looks more compact, obviously pivot table. Now in pivot table, how I am reading? I am reading here first HEMA, English, Maths, Physics. Here what I am saying here, first HEMA, English, Maths, Physics. But here itself I can also read about second term about HEMA. So if I am reading HEMA, English first term, second term. Math first term, second term. Physics first term, second term. This is how I am reading. But in group by how I will read? First term HEMA, this, English this, math this, physics. Then I will have to jump to second. Then I have to read here. And that is precisely why I have to write HEMA again and subjects also again. Here it is vertically written. So this HEMA and English, maths, physics, these marks belong to HEMA, and these 2 marks belong to English, these 2 marks belong to math, these 2 marks belong to physics. So on so forth for other student. And that is precisely why pivot table looks far more readable and very compact in its format. One caution though, assuming that we had only 2 terms but many names and maybe 5 6 subject, then what will have for many name? My name will run like this, right? It will run like this. It will run like this for all the names. Then it will become very difficult to read and really correlate with term. Suppose here under term also you have many records, suppose more than 2 3, then when I'm reading like that it becomes little difficult. So those are the things we have to take into consideration when we are making pivot table. So if our rows are less and columns are getting more, maybe we will try to convert columns into rows and rows into columns. This we will see later. For now, this is how it looks. So to wrap it up, what we will do is we will write a pivot table command to generate this sort of data. So let us go to Jupyter Notebook. Here we are. So what we will do here, this was the table and this is already written. Let me remove this and again write. Okay. How it is written? Let us write all over again. Pivot table index is what? Term. Good. And columns are what? Columns are name and subject. Values are what? Marks. And then aggregate function is what? Sum. See, this is the result. So this is group by output and this is pivot table output. That's all for now. In upcoming videos, we will use many more parameters that are available in pivot table. What are they? Just see, pivot table, if I see this, it shows us quite a few things, right? We use only values, index, columns, aggregate function, fill value, margins, drop NA, then margin name and sort. What are these things we will be seeing in the upcoming video? Thanks for watching.